What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're doing a quick unboxing video. You guys know how we do here in the channel. Just got this package in the mail, and I'm going to go ahead and unbox it here with you guys. Share my first impressions, experience unboxing this knife. I want to say knife. Could be a flashlight. We don't know. Just recently was doing an unboxing. I thought it was a knife. Turned out to be a flashlight. And of course, it was a heck of a flashlight too. It was the ACEBEAM Terminator M2. Like, this is just one savage EDC flashlight right here. So check out the unboxing on this one if you haven't already. I promise you would not be disappointed. But yeah, I don't know exactly what knife is in here. We're about to find out together. Of course, you may already know based on the title and thumbnail. And doing the honors today, we have the QSP Gorilla. This is one of QSP's recent release. This is an interesting EDC knife here, full size, I want to say large EDC knife, 14C 28N on the steel. This one has the black wash blade, micarta green on the handles, exposed liners, and interestingly, it has this sort of grooves for each of your fingers there, kind of locks you in. Not necessarily a lock me in kind of knife handle kind of guy, but for some reason, it sort of works on this one in a spectacular way. I can't really describe. Ergonomics just feel really good. Anyways, this knife and any other knife that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, all that good stuff, the prices are down in the description as well as the pin comment. Now, without further ado, let's just go ahead and cut in here. I'm going to go ahead and put that belly to work. Maybe doing a little bit of an upside down cut might be the way to go. There we go. All right, maybe get a little cut right here as well. Bam, the Gorilla, right? QSP doing a lot of animal naming to all their models. Recently checked out the Canaries, another solid one. The Otter, the Walrus, those are all new releases, or recent releases. So yeah, let's find out what's password going on with this one. There's so many other shipping labels from before. I usually find that to be the case with knives that come to me via other knife pass arounds. There we go. That's why, because it opens up this way. All right. And look at that. Speaking of QSP, what a coincidence. There's another QSP in here. I promise you guys, I did not, as cliche as that sounds, I did not plan that at all. It was pure coincidence. Got the Gorilla right here. Let's find out what this one is. And of course, it says it right there, the Capybara. Capybara, that looks like a premium knife. Of course, the M390 bell satin blade, hollow ground, bee-blasted handle with red, white, and blue. Carbon fiber inlays, right? When I think of red, white, and blue, I think of the Tuya Cotton V2. This one has the red, white, and blue carbon fiber going on. So I wonder if this one is anything like that. Let's find out. All right, here we got the stickers from QSP. Have a knife day, right? Better knife, better life. And here is an idea of what the knife looks like right there. Nice little outline. You can pause the video if you like. And let's just go ahead and get the knife out, shall we? You guys are ready? I'm ready. Bam. Ooh, all right. Let's take a moment to take this one in. I want to say, are we working with titanium here? We sure are. So this is a premium knife, of course. No doubt about that. Very interesting, the use of carbon fiber here. Let me just move it a little bit closer to the center of the camera. I'm recording with an iPhone. I always forget the camera is on this side. So I think I'm in the middle here. I'm actually in the middle right here. So gotta keep remembering that now. I am recording in 4K, so hopefully you guys are enjoying this additional quality as compared to 1080p. 4K should look nicer and crispier, right? More detail of anything that I put under this iPhone lens right here. So titanium on the handles. Again, the point I was trying to make is the places where they put the red, white, and blue carbon fiber are, it's just so interesting, right? So first of all, pivot color, right, with the carbon fiber, red, white, and blue. The thumb studs are not really studs, but more so like a step ladder design, right? Similar functionality as a thumb stud, of course, also with the red, white, and blue carbon fiber. And then it's not integral or anything, but closer to the top here, just for a very small section, right? They have the carbon fiber inlays on that red, white, and blue. I like the fact that it doesn't give me the impression that it is overkill right off the bat. It's nice and tastefully done. in my opinion. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing open here, shall we? Here we go. Bam. Okay, that fire with with an attitude. And I gotta tell you, all right, I'm gonna give it a nice little wipe right here because I like my blades nice and clean, right? When you guys, I want the camera to do it justice when you guys start seeing the knife for the first time, right? I want you to be able to see it in its best possible shape. And of course, giving it a nice little clean wipe right here is definitely a good way to go. So, whoa, savage hollow ground going on. That is certainly my language right there. I love me a nice hollow ground any day of the week. And this one looks really good in the light as well. Belt satin finish also looks nice. What do you want to call this? A Warncliffe, right? Sheep's foot Warncliffe. Has a tiny bit of belly to it. It's not a straight edge. Drop point, I don't know. Get the blade police out here. Anyways, it is a frame lock. Got a lock bar insert for steel on steel contact, which is better for longevity purposes, of course. Good access to the lock bar right there. So yeah, easy to push out the way. It's a drop shotty. All right, it's a little bit of a shake shutter. That's not a bad thing either. All right, some people don't like their knives to be a guillotine on the way down. What I will tell you though is that detent is tuned really nice. All right, check that out. I feel not only a good tension to it, but also a good ting, right? When you deploy it. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds solid, robust sound right there. I want to say these are ball bearings. Yes, they are. And yeah, tuned really nice. That flipper deployment feels good. Has a good amount of jimping on the flipper tab. And bam. All right, let's try some more deployment options. Thumb deployment. Whoops, strike one. Oops, strike two. Oops, strike three. You're out. What's going on here? Come on, Miguel, get it together. Maybe putting additional pressure on the lug bar like a total noob. So I'm trying to put my fingers on the pocket clip instead. And bam, there it is. Just like any new knife, of course, you have to sort of get used to it. With lock bar style knives, it's always a little bit tricky. Try not to put additional pressure on the lock bar, but bam. All right, so it might take a little bit of breaking in for me to figure out how to best do that thumb deployment. But let's try the reverse flick now. All right, fail there. What is going on with the reverse flick? Is it that stiff? Okay, maybe using the meat of my middle finger. Okay, that might be a better way. I was trying to use the nail portion of my middle finger here to deploy it, and I'm not able to do it that way. It actually hurts my nail quite a bit. So maybe the meat on the middle finger. Yeah, that might be the better way to go there for that reverse flick. So very interesting. Let's talk. Come on now. Yep. Okay. Bam, there it is. So let's talk ergonomics for a second. We do have a handle that sort of drops a little bit towards the back. Those typically turn out to be very good, ergonomically friendly knives. And that's sort of what you got going on here. So it feels good in the hand. You have a little curvature here for your index finger. All other fingers follow suit. I want to say my pinky. My pinky for some reason kind of falls right in this peaky area right here. So I'm not sure how I feel about that one. It feels a little bit uncomfortable right now doing the hammer grip right here, standard grip if you would. You'll probably see it here. My pinky is just hitting that peak right there in the handle. Doesn't feel the best. But I will tell you, right, there is a good, nice finger choil right there. Probably 99 times out of 100, I'm going to be forward choking on this bad boy. And this is probably the best way, or the intended way this knife was meant to be used. So that feels definitely really nice, good on the hand. You can get some, some nice slicing cuts going on right there. Yeah, can't wait to put this hollow ground to use. We did say it was M390, M390 on that steel. Yes, it is. We're going to test it doing our very scientific cutting test here towards the end of the video. So ergonomically feels the best with the forward choke option. We have a little bit of a jimping right here on the blade. That feels good too. Right, and pocket clip feels nice as well. Check out all of these additional lines. Right? Talk about giving it some personality. They're present right here on the show side, also present in the lock bar side, and the pocket clip has some matching sort of lines as well, right? Gives it a nice personality. The pocket clip is not reversible, also not the deepest of carry sort of knives. So it gives you enough for you to pinch and pull out of the pocket. And I guess I'll be testing the pocket clip to see how it works with jeans and things like that. Whatever pants or shorts I'm using. But yeah, so far so good. I found the flipper deployment to be, I guess, the most satisfying one, because all the other ones are, I guess I have to get used to, you gotta get used to them. With the reverse flick only working with the meat of my finger, which is typically not my ideal way to reverse flick a knife. So definitely gonna be an experience carrying this one that I'm looking forward to. Let's do some size comparisons. Here's that Gorilla I was using to unbox this knife. Here is the Capybara, both from QSP. Let's throw in there another knife that I recently just unboxed. This one is way out of nowhere, super wild. And this is the Tuya Hellfire, a Skeleton Blade Works design. So check it out. It's definitely going to be a medium to large knife. I want to say it's sort of borderline large knife, but maybe a little bit of a medium, if anything, right? Kind of maybe almost crossing the large knife line right there. You guys be the judge, right? So let's do a few more. The typical ones right here in the channel. Here's your Para 3, your PM2, right? PM2 is going to be certainly longer knife, no doubt. The Para 30 is probably the more comparable one of the two. And I don't know about you guys, but based on so many videos that I've done so far here on the channel, I find that a lot of knives really aim for that Para 3 size. And that's, you know, the case here with the Capybara, right? Very comparable to the Para 3, to say the least. Here's the 80-20.5, and since the 80-20.5 is also similar to the Para 3, those two are going to be very comparable. Here's his smaller brother, the Shark Cub, right? It's going to be a little bit smaller as well. The Capybara being a tad bit bigger than the 80-20.5 by a hair maybe. These two are a little bit larger. The Sentinel Strike from Civivi, very popular from last year, and the Vision FG, right? Same deal with this one. These are what I would call a large knife. That's what I meant earlier by this one being borderline large, but more medium, right? Because I don't feel like it's large enough to be a large knife. I would definitely consider these to be large knives. So you can kind of see where I'm coming from there. And last but not least, the Vosteed Raccoon and the CJRB Pyrite. So it might be very comparable to the Pyrite, and of course the Raccoon being a tad bit bigger. Nothing crazy, right? Maybe if anything, somewhere in between the Pyrite and Raccoon. But the idea here, of course, is just to give you a ballpark, right? Just a good comparison there, so you could sort of see where it lands if you have any of those knives that we looked at. So yeah, can't wait to carry this one. Let's do our scientific cutting test, shall we? And let's take a look. This is not a brand new knife by any means. Pieces of paper are just falling right off. I'm trying to get some swirls going on here. And bam, check out how good that goes into the paper. And so let's get some full slices. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. A hollow ground putting in work. Now, I'm not exactly sure the HRC on this M390 right off the bat. I'll definitely look that up for the review video. But man, I tell you, I'm not even trying here. Like, the cut is just, like, this thing is doing whatever it wants to do with the paper. That's for sure. And I may be jinxing myself. Let's try that again. There we go. So yeah, did I mention this thing is sharp? Because it is certainly very, very sharp. Bam. So we know I can do paper all day, every day. What about some cardboard? I got some everyday single wall cardboard right here. I'm gonna go ahead and make some cuts, kind of show you how it performs. Keep in mind when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular like this, but rather at an angle like that. And it's gonna look something like this. Of course, I'm gonna use that forward choke option. Make sure the corner doesn't sink in, and it looks something like this. All right, that is going through the cardboard very effortlessly, you guys. I'm doing it a little bit slower than I would do it normally, because I do want you to sort of get a feel for how it goes through the material. But yeah, it is going through that cardboard with no issues. Hollow ground, right, next to a flat grind. Some of the most liciest grounds you can have on a knife. So yeah, it is certainly no exception here. And as soon as you're done cutting, right, give it a nice little wipe. And it is back to being gorgeous right there, just like that. Now, you guys rate it in the comments. Let me know, how sharp do you think this guy is on a scale from 1 through 10? Of course, 10 being the sharpest. Also, keep in mind, this knife is not brand new out of the box. This has already been seeing some use. as part of the pass around. So definitely holding a pretty good edge, right? You guys definitely be the judge right there on this one. Let me know, how sharp is this guy? Guys, if you made it to the very end, you are the real MVP. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps this video reach a larger audience. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. I make knife and EDC content like this on a daily basis, and I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. And if you want to support the channel a step further, there will be a link down below for Patreon, or you can support the channel right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks. That being said, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Check out the review video on the QSP Walrus, which again is a really good budget pickup, right, from QSP. And also check out the Otter as well, right? So I'll put the video cards for both of these right here, so you guys can watch either or. Next, guys, thank you for hanging out with me until the end. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.